Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just me today. Now, we all put a lot of time, effort, and energy into creating our content, but it can feel a little overwhelming at times to feel like you have to create net new content for each platform day after day after day. But what if we told you that there was another way to go about it? What we're going to talk about today is how you can turn one piece of content into many posts. Let's get into it. So first, we're going to actually run through an example of what it could actually look like to turn one piece of content into many. We calculated approximately 36 posts, but it could actually be more if you split it even further. So the first piece of content and the easiest way to look at it was if you created a YouTube video, say like a 10-minute video, something that is a larger piece that you can pull smaller pieces from. Something like 5 ways to do X. So you would take that video, now that's the primary piece of content, and that piece of content could be spread as is across multiple platforms. So obviously YouTube, you can put it on LinkedIn, you can put it on Facebook. If you have Twitter Blue, where you have unlimited video uploading, you can put it up there. And of course you can put it on Instagram as a horizontal full-length video. So already that's 5 different posts from the original post without editing anything at all, keeping the video exactly as is and just repurposing. So that's the first part. So then next, what you're going to want to do is keep with the video theme, and we're going to chop that big 10-minute video into multiple shorter videos, obviously vertical format, and that will be for Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and even Pinterest. So say your title is 5 ways to do X. That means at the very least, you're going to have 5 separate tips in that video. So you could actually chop all 5 tips into separate vertical videos and use each of those videos and slowly drip them across all of those other 5 platforms. So that would mean there would be 5 vertical videos for 5 different platforms, and that would result in 25 individual posts just from chopping up the shorter vertical videos from your original long form video. So that's already looking pretty good. And keep in mind, no additional net new content. You're only taking from your original video. So that's 30 posts already. Okay, next, we're going to move away from video and we're going to talk about carousel posts. So we've definitely touched on this on the channel before, but what you can do is turn that video, the 5 ways to do X, into a carousel post. So just visual slides, preferably made in something like Canva. We have a link in the description if you want to check Canva out. It is the greatest. And basically you could say, you have a cover image, you'd have tip 1, tip 2, all the way up to tip 5, and a nice little end card that would have some sort of CTA to follow you, subscribe to your newsletter, whatever it is you want people to do. And you could use that carousel to very briefly summarize the points in the video. You could actually point them to that original video at the end, as well as a link in your bio. And you would be able to use that on Instagram, of course. You can put it on Facebook. It comes up more like a photo album. On LinkedIn, it comes up the same way. On Twitter, you could actually turn it into a Twitter thread, whether it is you convert the text from the graphics that you've created into individual tweets, or you could attach the individual images with either no text or something additional that you want to add. And then you're in business. So that is 4 more posts, this time in graphic format, from the original video, no net new content. That brings us to about 34 posts. Not bad. All right, next we're going to move to the written word. So we're talking about blog posts. So you could actually turn the original video into a blog post in multiple different ways. So you could do and we used to do this back in the day a little bit, we create a YouTube video and I would kind of write a bit of a synopsis. I would take the script that we wrote for YouTube, I would change it a bit, make it a bit better for prose, because obviously when you're writing to speak, it's very different to when you're writing for it to be read. And we would embed the YouTube video, and then that would be on our website, that would be hosted on our blog, and that would essentially serve as an SEO function, of course, bringing people into the website who are searching for the terms that we're talking about in that video, but also it would bring people over to the video because the video is embedded in there. And I used to always write something like, if you would prefer to watch it instead of read it, hit the link below, and it would just be the embed of the video, and people wouldn't even leave the blog post and they'd be able to watch the video right there. So that's one way you can do it. Another way, you could actually take a full transcript of the video and just put that whole bad boy right into your blog post. So that would be if you wrote a script top to bottom, which we do sometimes. This particular video, I have notes, I don't have a full script. So if I was going to do it for this video, I would have to flesh that out a bit. So you could use something like rev.com and upload the video. I'll give them the link and they'll be able to actually give you a full transcript of your video word for word, whether you wrote it or whether you're doing it off the top of your head, and you'll be able to use that as the blog post. Now that'll be keyword rich, of course, but you could also still embed the video, the original video into that. And I would definitely recommend that you do that. On top of that, you could embed some of the social posts. So you could do the blog post and then under each tip, you could embed, say you posted the reels, those 5 different reels for each tip. You could post that under each one. You could post the carousel from Twitter or from LinkedIn. Whatever you wanted to do, you can essentially, pull in the different social posts to this blog post to be able to also continue to drive traffic. Like I mentioned before, the blog post will drive traffic to YouTube. You can also use it to drive traffic to your social posts. So that essentially is only the one post. Now, if you don't have a blog, the other thing you can do is a LinkedIn article. You can post it as a LinkedIn article, which we often did. We doubled up our blog posts on LinkedIn and on our website. We staggered them so they would be posted at different times just to get more life out of them. So that is one more post. That brings us to 35 posts from one piece of content. Now, Pinterest. I know not every business has Pinterest, but it is a really, really good driver of leads. It's really become that over the last few years. And this is where you can sort of take it from that 36 to essentially a lot more than that. So what you can do, you can actually create a thumbnail in Canva, something like that, that would represent the post that you're talking about. And when people click on that pin, they can get redirected wherever you like. So that would actually take them to your blog post. So that would be one. And that was kind of where the 36 number came from. But what you could also do, there are a bunch of other things. You could create a pin to redirect to each social post that you're doing on all of the other platforms. That would probably be best if you did have a fresh thumbnail for each one, so it is unique and it does look like it's a new post and you're not reposting the same thing. So that is a bit of extra work, but still the option is there. You could also upload those vertical videos natively to Pinterest with a new thumbnail, but you'd be able to use all 5 of those ones that we talked about earlier and upload them there directly. Now, people can just watch them and then that's the end of it on Pinterest. So it'll keep them on the platform, where you have the other options, which would take them off to another social post. So the numbers are interesting there. It could go multiple ways, but at the very least, if you do one pin, that would bring it to 36 posts from that one original 10-minute video. That, my friends, is how you would turn one post into at least 36 posts. I really hope that was helpful. It's something that has been really great for us, and we're obviously YouTube creators, and we've been able to reuse our posts and repurpose our YouTube videos, which obviously are probably the most work for everything, whether it's the editing, the filming, the scripting, and be able to use that hard work and then create more posts from there, which just makes our life a bit easier, and it extends the life of the content, whether it's driving traffic back to the original YouTube video or just giving entertaining or inspiring or hopefully valuable content, educational content for our other platforms based on one investment of time to create a video. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Tiff will be back with me for the next one. Make sure you follow us everywhere at High Season Co. Check out the website, highseasonco.com. We have our digital products there as well, in case you're looking for a content calendar template or a few other things over there at highseasonco.com. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.